U.S. Supreme Court delivers major blow to Voting Rights Act in a landmark 6-3 ruling. The U.S. Supreme Court has significantly weakened a core provision for the Voting Rights Act, reshaping how racial discrimination in election is challenged. The decision raises the legal bar requiring proof of intentional discrimination rather than just discriminatory outcome, making future cases far harder to win. The ruling stems for the Lasagna redistricting dispute and effectively blocks the creation of a second majority black congressional district. Critics, including civil rights groups, warned this could dilute minority voting power nationwide and trigger aggressive redistricting in Republican-led states. White House holds black as China gains trade leverage before Trump-Xi talks. The Biden administration is maintaining a notably cautious stance as China ramps up economic pressure ahead of a highly anticipated summit between Donald Trump and Xi Jinping. Beijing has reportedly tightened control over key supply chains and strategic exports, signaling its growing leverage in global trade negotiation. Despite mounting concerns among U.S. industries, the White House has avoided strong public retaliation, opting instead of quiet diplomacy. Analysts say this reflects a delicate balancing act, preventing escalation while preparing for high-stakes talks that could redefine U.S.-China relations. U.S. economy shows growth, but consumer spending signals slowdown. The U.S. economy appears to have regained momentum in the first quarter, with GDP growth likely picking up after a sluggish end to last year. However, early data suggests that consumer spending, the backbone of the American economy, may be losing steam. Economists point to rising interest rates, persistent inflation concerns, and tighter household budgets as the key reason behind the slowdown in spending. While job markets remain relatively strong, consumers are becoming more cautious, especially in discretionary sectors like retail and travel. The mixed picture presents a challenge for policymakers. Strong growth numbers may signal resilience, but weakening consumption raises concern about sustainability in the coming quarter. U.S. House approved $70 billion expansion for immigration enforcement in a major policy shift. The U.S. House of Representatives has approved a sweeping plan to allocate an additional $70 billion toward immigration enforcement. The proposal includes funding for border security infrastructure, expanded detention facilities, and increased hiring of enforcement personnel. Supporters argue the move is necessary to regain control over rising migration level and strengthen national security. The plan also emphasizes advanced surveillance technologies and faster processing systems for asylum cases. However, critics warn the expansion could lead to humanitarian concerns, including overcrowded detention centers and stricter asylum policies. Immigration advocates say the focus should be on reform rather than enforcement-heavy measures. First refunds from Trump-era tariff expected by May 11. The U.S. government is set to begin issuing the first wave of refunds tied to tariff imposed during the Trump administration, with payments expected around 11 May. These refunds stem from legal challenges and policy adjustment affecting import duties on a wide range of goods. Businesses that paid elevated tariffs, particularly importers reliant on Chinese goods, are expected to benefit the most. For more companies, the refund could provide much-needed financial relief amid ongoing global economic uncertainty. The move also signals a broader recalibration of U.S. trade policy, as official raises the long-term impact of tariffs on domestic industries and international relations.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.